Hi YouTube, back again, and this is, I believe, our 6th video in the series. My name is Subtype R, and this is Euro Truck Simulator 2. We are progressing on this profile quite well actually. We're now up to level 4, and we've driven a total of 2,623 kilometers, and I believe we're down. We just delivered a labour crane into a site just out in northern Spain from Andorra with a big Mercedes Gigaspace cab 8x4, really nice wagon, and I enjoyed the little short trip, but we did enjoy it, and we're going to see how far we can progress on and see if we can get up to level 5 in this video. It might be a bit of a longer one, this one, but we'll see what we can do. And then once we've earned a little bit of money, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and look at purchasing our own rig and our own truck, and start just hauling the trailers instead of depending on using everybody else's cabs and trailers. So here we are. Let's just go through what we have up to now. Progress history. As you can see, we've gone from newbie, and we're nearly up to enthusiast level 5. We're around about just under 300 XP away from gaining our next level. We currently have, let's see what skills we currently have. So we have long distance active, level 1 of that, level 1 of high value cargoes, level 1 of fragile cargoes, and level 1 of just in time. I think the next point we'll activate is one of these ADR classes, and that will give us a few more trailers to pick up. Let's have a quick look at our world map. We've covered 2% of the map. We've travelled from Newcastle and Manchester to Trinity in the Jersey Islands. We've gone down to Bourges, Andorra de Vale. We've been through Leda, and we've been to Hesca, all the way to this point here where we delivered the crane. We're going to have a quick look at quick jobs from there and see what we can find, if there's anything going out of that area, or if we've got any in that area. Huesca. Let's see what we've got. So, Huesca de Limoges. That's going to be lamb stomachs, 13 tons. That's going to be a good old run. Huesca de Bilbao. That'd be quite an interesting one to do. And then a little Iveco. 360 horsepower. Or we could do fish fingers. Working for Captain Birdseye probably. Or there's onions to Montpellier. There's a couple to Montpellier. Let's have a quick look and see what's on the next page, see if there's anything interesting. Montpellier, Toulouse, metal cans to Toulouse, or cat food to Irun. Let's see if we'll go up to Bilbao and see if we can discover Bilbao. There's a big port there. It goes back to Portsmouth, and that's a big old ferry crossing. Doesn't look like it features in this part of the game as yet, but we'll go up to Bilbao and do that one in the Iveco. So as you can tell, we're running Pro Mods 2.25. I believe there's possibly a new version coming out soon. We're going to be carrying shock absorbers up to Bilbao. We're in the Iveco, left-hand drive, and let's see what we've got. So it is approximately 11:15 on Wednesday night. We are in this Iveco. Let's have a quick flash round. See, there she is. Engine's running. We'll turn the lights on. Nothing really flash about this truck. It is quite a nice one though. Iveco's run quite well if you've got a decent power on them. Have we got back rear lights? Yep, we have. Make sure the horn works. Horn works. And we'll jump back in. We'll set off. believe the exit's over to our left. Yes, it is. Put it into gear. And off we go. 321 miles to cover. Should take around about 7 hours, 21 minutes. Do we need fuel? Let's have a look at our fuel gauge. No, we should be alright. Down to the roundabout. Spin a left. Bit of a slow indicator by the sounds of it. There's Lidl, or Lidl. There we go. Off to Bilbao. And we're going up over the top, down towards Pamplona. Really nice sky out there tonight, boys. And an empty carriageway underneath, that's always good to see. These 360s could do with a little bit more oomph. It'd be nice to have had a minimum of 400. We'll turn the headlights on. So you see you can get offences for various things on Truck Simulator 2. I thought the headlights were on and it was just the side lights. So obviously a police officer or a law enforcement officer spotted that and decided to prosecute me. How nice. But these are the things you've got to watch for. So there we go. Moon's on our 6 and where are we? $310 miles. Main beam's on. Up the Yaka. The Quada is obviously still being built and in development. I say I hope Pro Mods bring Spain and Portugal out pretty soon. And there you go. No concentration. So this is creating an interesting effect. What we've done is we've run into the gravel with the truck and trailer. You can see there. So what we need to do is press F7 and hopefully that'll get us out. So call for assistance and service, yes. Systems can take you and your truck to Huesca. It will cost money. The truck will take 1 hour 12 minutes to charge a by employer. Do you agree? Yes, we do. Like I say, some of these Pro Mods maps are that accurate. You just need to get on the soft verge, and that's where you'll end up on your side. So we got on the soft verge here. It sunk in, and our rescue services are going to take us back to Huesca. I don't think there'll be any damage to the truck. Although, let's have a look. To repair, upgrade, or paint your truck, press. So we'll press that. Now this is where it gets interesting. So we can do a few things at truck service. We can maintain it, which is what we'll do. We'll look at repair here. So these are the costs of repair. So it's going to total repair 5,314. Company covers all that, which is great. We'll go back to look at it. You can also upgrade things. Let me have a look at this. So upgrading this, let's see. You can add extra things, as in light bars. You can put a light bar on the roof. It's not my truck, so you know, but there's lots of things you can add. Spotlights. You could add Michelin Man, round spotlights. You can add nudge bars, bull bars, and then all these little dots is stuff you can add to the truck. So this is where customization really comes into it. So on these little dots you could add marker light. You could put white LED marker lights, and then on the side ones you could do, this would be an LED. Let's have a look. So marker light there, and then if we turn all these little buttons off and then turn that on, you can see how it illuminates. Now you can add different things and different effects. So there's quite a little example of what you can do, and this is in the live garage. So yeah, we'll leave that as it is and we'll head out and go back onto the road. Now we've repaired it, it should start. Let's have a look. Oh, and we got rain, even better. So there we go, let's jump back in and get off down the road. See if we can get a little bit further this time. So off we go. Put the wipers on. So we're going right. So there we go, we're out and away. There's a big Shell garage. Well, this is not going very well forward today. Thank you, officer. Let's get it out the way. Get it going out these little villages. Sometimes you have trips like this. And like I was saying in probably one of our first videos, yes, it can be a dream driving these things, and sometimes it can be an absolute nightmare. And this trip seems to be turning into an absolute nightmare. But we'll keep pushing on and see how far we get. So back to Huesca, it's cost us a little bit of money, it's cost us a little bit of time. Just got to remember to keep off the shoulders of the roads, and that's what basically dragged way in and tipped way. But it gives you a good idea of how accurate the sim is and how much development goes into it when you see all the aspects, including the crashes and the fines and the repair centres and the upgrades. Now what would be really embarrassing is if we went and did the same trick again. But we'll try not to. So 1:45 in the morning, 310 miles to go. And this is where we came cropper the last time. Same junction, we just got to be a little bit more careful where we go. Like I was saying, the when Pro Mods bring out the upgrade for Spain, you can see that soft verge there, which is what caught us out the last time. Just stay a bit more over to the right this time instead of cutting it. We're all good. And like I was saying, when Pro Mods bring out Spain and Portugal, it's going to be a really good modification. It's going to be a really fun expansion, and it's going to add a lot more roads and areas to the map. I believe they've been working on it for the last 2 years, and hopefully that'll be released quite soon. This is the way we brought the crane. As you can see, we've already ran on these roads. A little bit of traffic behind me. Ninth gear, the actual crane itself climbed up this year a lot better than this one did. But we'll carry on. So far we get. This is the problem with the small engines. They're great for economy sometimes, but sometimes you're better off with a big V8 just to get it up that hill and pull hard all the way to the top. Still pulling strong. 24 miles per hour there on the climb, 21 tons on the back, 286 miles to go. The rain stopped, so this could turn into quite a nice evening. Six hours 40 to go. Into the tunnel, and like I was saying on a previous video, you've got to have your headlights on when you enter tunnels because of the regulations that are now spreading through Europe due to the incidents in the Mont Blanc. Big old climb for this. Few different camera views. Another one coming past me. A few more horses than what I've got, and he's unloaded. Carry on climbing to the top. I wouldn't need to stop and give way and try to get going again on this. Get to stop and start heading down the other side. Up through the mountains of northern Spain. Well, looks a clear night with the stars out. Let's see what other views we've got. Now we're going to start taking it easy on the drop. Drop the engine braking on. Last thing we want to do is run out of brakes before we get to the bottom. We don't want to be going in the escape lanes anymore, because that certainly wouldn't help her. Oops. Good set of main beams on this Iveco. Really lights the road up really well. Around these hairpins. Engine braking being used all the way down here to save the brakes. Keep the vehicle at a constant steady speed. So you don't want one of these things running away from you. A lot easier to use your engine braking and retarder and the full width of the road if you have to. And it is to jam on your ankles. Starting to get to the bottom. 242 miles to go, and we're going to be going right at the bottom of here. Get around this little left-hander and go right. Although I may be tempted to go straight on and join it further up. Oh, right, we're clear. We'll go right. Our other route looks a little bit tight and twisty. Pamplona off to the right there, where they do the famous bull run. We'll not be heading for Pamplona though. We're going to Canfranc-Francia. Head up into the mountains again. There we go, starting the long climb again. Unfortunately we can't go off that road because it's not been built yet in the game, but we'll climb this one. Crawler lane, we'll jump in the crawler lane. I think it's only a short one, this one. Another heavy, struggling up this big climb. And that's why the importance of crawler lanes are there. So if I'd come around there and he'd been struggling, we could have just, if he'd been in the crawler lane, just snuck by him and just carried on climbing and lost all our momentum. But there wasn't one, so we just carry on. we'll drop in here and probably find there's a few motorists that'll come past with like bats out of hell, if they've got any sense. Stay there, fella. Thank you. That's some driver to stop there, like, let me past. I'll carry on over the top. Last time we took a right there and dropped down into Can Francia. We're going to carry on climbing and head up over the top. 211 miles to go. It's control for the tunnel. I was telling you there, you need to leave at least 100 meters gap between you and the next vehicle. And at this point we're going to be coming up towards the Spanish-French border. And the border seems to be right in the middle of this tunnel. So at this point we should be coming up towards the top. We've just entered back into France. So we're back on the French side. And we'll carry on plugging away. 199 miles to go. We'll just take it easy coming down here. Using the engine braking. A little bit of foot braking, down the gears. There's a heavy climbing, Courfeyrac. Morning's starting to break, it's 10 to 6 in the morning. And dropping down here is a gendarme going the other way. Still got good fuel in the wagon, over half a tank. So that should be enough to get to where we're going. 187 miles to run. Like I said, we are basically going to be at some point live streaming and organising some convoys. So if you want to get involved, please leave your contact and your comments in the notes in the comments below. I hope you're enjoying these videos. It will get more interesting when we have our own vehicles and our own fleet. And like I say, this game just kind of expands and expands and expands. If you put the hours in, you'll get the enjoyment out. I'm hoping you are enjoying these videos, and it's encouraging you to play the game yourself, and also have a go at maybe making some videos yourself. And if you do, please tag me in them, and I can always like and subscribe to your pages as well. So this is southern France, out towards Bilbao. We're about 173 miles away. As you can see, the scenery and the landscape has changed vastly. It's a combination of kind of a Spanish landscape and a French landscape. This is the little town of Oloron-Sainte-Marie. Watch the little speed jump here. Don't want to be going over that in a hurry. Down to the roundabout, we'll throw a right. Oh, it's at a junction. It's a junction. Okay. So it says give way. Let's check left. Nothing coming from our left. One from our right. Now we've got another speed hump as we leave. Let's take it easy over here. And there we are, leaving the little village. Nice little villager. Carrying on, 167 miles to go. And looks like we're climbing again. In a big power vehicle you would have been up to speed a lot sooner than this, especially with weight on. This is probably what I would class as being a little bit underpowered for the load it's carrying. I certainly wouldn't want to buy one for myself. Certainly wouldn't want to own one. But we're all given, we only can use the tools we're given. So we've got a few vehicles behind us, which no doubt will be annoying them. And there we go, we're coming up to the town of Pau. Or it might be pronounced Paw. And the sun's coming out. Drop the lights off. Scania going the other way. Nice lorries. As you all know, I'm a Scania fan. Like my Scanias. And this is Pau, and we should have come up with it. We've discovered this. Yep, Pau's been discovered. It'd be nice to be able to run around there and see what that question mark is, but we're running probably behind schedule a little bit. So we'll turn left and get ourselves going. No doubt we'll be back here to make a delivery at some point in the future. Make it a backhaul from Bilbao. Come back here. What I've tried to do with these videos is make sure that we carry on from the last place we left. Reason being, it is there's no hitchhiking available, so it would look pretty unrealistic if we just jump from one section to another. So like I say, what I've tried to do is try to get a load from the last place we been, so we can get back. Workshop there, and the rest area. 149 miles to go. Straight over this roundabout. Now we go up to the next road, turn right, and then we get back onto the auto route after we go through that little peage and head off to Bilbao. So here's the auto route coming up. There we go, paid, and off we go. Nice colourful bunk in this one, not much of a high roof. And we go and we head out to the west. $139 miles to go. This will tighten up, I would imagine. So we should have the sun to the back of it. I tend to like to get out of these junctions early, stop cars from that's travelling from behind us, trying to accelerate us down the slip road and cut round us. Got plenty of room to pass on the carriageways and the motorways when we get onto them. UPS. Now we'll maybe get our toe down a little bit down here. Get it on the limiter and knock some miles off. This is the A64 heading west. What we might do is, depending on what side that service is on, we might just stop there and put a rest break in for the driver. I think that's what we'll do, seeing he's driven all the way through the night, coming up to Ortez. So this is what we'll do. We'll show you that part of the game. DHL truck blocking the way. Now all we have to do to give our drivers a rest is pull into one of these bays until it tells you you're in the right place. There you go. So we stop here. Handbrake on. Press the E button to turn the engine off. And pull your curtains. So there we go. Nicely rested. Start the engine. Handbrake off. Stick it in reverse. Check your mirrors. You would have usually done a walk round. And then off we go. I would normally have liked to have done a quick walk round just to check that. Oh, he wasn't hanging around, was he? Never mind. Bless him. Like I say, some journeys turn out to be a complete nightmare. He'll be fine. He probably just came through his windscreen, landed on the road somewhere in front of him. Oh no, he hasn't. He's getting back in and he's following us. Differential out. $109 miles to run, and it is 20 to 6 in the evening. Should have a clear run all the way through to Bilbao now. There's the first sign here, 63 Bilbao. Nice little run up the hill here. Stay in the crawler lane, miss the Audi. Well, you could see, and you had a clear lane, you could have moved out. I guess, yeah, some of these AI traffic aren't as sensible as most motorists would be. If you saw a wagon pulling out, you wouldn't kind of block them in, because if you hadn't seen you, you'd be brown bread. So this is, we're next at Peage at Tools. So let's see what we got. There we go. We'll go down to this one. Oh. Tool paid, £20. Off we go. 88 miles to go, not that far now. Mazet. Big haulier in France is Mazet. Over there on our right. There's a nice river and lovely scenery. Bilbao ahead of it, and Donostia and San Sebastian. And this is Aaron. So we've discovered that place. That's another little destination that we've discovered, and we should be able to get loads from and to. Now we've got another Peage up here. And that was free. That was good. I think this town over to our right is San Sebastian. Onto a nice little bit of autobahn now, auto route. Gonna move out. There's San Sebastian over to the right, where they make the coaches. The Scania Irizars and the Irizar coaches and buses. That's made in that town there. Been there once before when my father bought a coach. We all got flown out by Scania to go and visit the workshops and see the coach being designed there. That was a really interesting trip. We didn't drive down, we flew down, so instead of it taking 2 days, it took something like 2.5 hours. Oh dear, broken down. The other thing that you have to carry in France now, if you're in Europe, if you're travelling, is fluorescent yellow jackets for every person in the vehicle. So if you've got a 5-seater car, you all have to have fluorescent yellow jackets that fit them, and you have to be able to wear them. And the other thing is, you have to carry breathalyzers. So at any point the police officer can pull you over and you can be breathalyzed, and you have to provide the breathalyzer, or you at least have to have it in the vehicle. A lot more things you have to carry in France than you do in England. "65 miles to go. Thinks we should be there within the next hour and a bit. Not been a perfect run, this one. I would imagine it'll be tolerable rather than excellent, but like I say, you have bad days. But as you've noticed, or hopefully you've noticed, the modifications that have been added to this game by myself has improved the looks of the actual standard roads, standard countryside, and the AI traffic are all using different vehicles. There's a transit coming past us, so there's lots of different vehicles, lots of different liveries, lots of different scenery scenery looks completely different to when it did when we were in northern Spain. This sort of area of France is more greener and lusher. And as you can see, that's been represented quite well. Looks like we're coming down to another péage. There we go. We'll follow the transit in. Hopefully you'll be gone before we get there. That's our toll paid and we're going again. We'll move out. 41 miles to go down to Bilbao. You see there the windsock's blowing steady to the left, so we'll watch for crosswinds as we go across this bridge. Looks like it's going to be quite a strong wind. Stunning scenery and quite realistic as well. That road will eventually probably open up to another destination as well, probably take you over the top and over that bridge. That'd be quite a nice little run to run. So there you go, the customer expects delivery very soon, make sure you arrive on time. So we're going to keep our toe down, only 27 miles to go. "22 miles. Will we make it in time?" This is the pressure of the HGV driver. When he's got a load on the back that's time sensitive, then it's down to him to get it there on time in a safe manner. We'll get out early so we get past this guy, keep the power down. 14 miles to go. Down to the péage. And we're going again. Not far now, 11 miles. We might do this one. Nine miles to go. Not far now at all. And there we are into Bilbao. Whoops. That road's closed for it. Not very well signposted on the sat nav. Keep the power down. Getting to the point of being a bit like Grand Theft Auto now. 5 miles to go. 4 miles. Pressure's on. Gonna keep the hammer in. Yep, we're speeding, we're over the speed limit, but what can we do? And how off we go for this one. Those lines across the road are just lines that show where you're not allowed to drive. Possibly the road hasn't been mapped yet. It's not open. As you can tell, we're in a bit of a hurry now. Pray down this car doesn't get in the way. One mile to go. Will we make it in time? Or is this traffic going to hold up? Thank you. Straight on. There's the ferry there. So we're on the dockside now, we're not that far off. Will we make it? I think we need to be down here. Possibly just went the wrong way, but we're in a hurry, we're allowed. There you go, there's the port, it's the harbour. DSV, I think that's where we're heading for. Nope, there it is, a little bit further up on our right, I think. Yep, up here. Yeah, we went past it, is DSV, that's where we want. When you're in a hurry, you can never find the loading bay you want. Be where we're going. So there's the loading bay. See if we can get it parked up. There we go. Now have we done it? Right, this is a big question. Have we done it? Let's see. Satisfactory driving distance 336 miles, time taken 21 hours 17. Fuel consumption 234 litres. And we've got a base reward of £7,678. Level 4 proficiency bonus of £442. Skill rank at £368. But unfortunately, we damaged the cargo for £1,042, giving us a total of £7,442. Experience 542 is our base experience, 135 XP for long distance delivery bonus, 90 XP for bonus for partner trailer, and 108 XP minus for the damage, giving us a total of 659 XP, which is taking us through to level 5, which is great. At this point, we are going to end the video. It's about just under an hour. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you leave any comments if you wish to get involved with Convoy on a live stream, or if you wish to have a shout out, or if you know people in the area or you live in these areas, give a shout out. We'll give you a shout out on the next trip. Hope you like to see you enjoying them, and I'd like to thank you for watching and taking the time to watch these with us. The last thing we will do, we will add eco driving, and we'll apply that, and that gives you a level up. Many thanks for watching. This is Subtype R, and you've been watching Euro Truck Simulator 2.